Another way that you can advocate for policy or for social change is through an op-ed piece. An op-ed originally meant opposite the editorial page, but it's where someone shares information about an issue, and sometimes it can be expert opinion, but it doesn't have to be. You might be surprised to find how many people still read the newspaper and actually look to things like an op-ed to understand issues that are happening in their local community or in their state. An op-ed can be a great way to get your ideas and opinions to a broader audience. It can allow you to raise awareness. It can allow you to connect something big to the local context or to advocate for an issue. The length of an op-ed varies. You should check with the newspaper that you intend to submit it to, but they're usually fewer than 750 words. For an op-ed, you want to explain why the issue is important. It could help to make a local connection, really explain how it connects to you in your life. Give specific examples. Keep it brief and make one point and stick to it. So when I tell my students to write op-eds, I tell them to do it like this. To start with an introduction where you say who you are and sort of give some background as to why your perspective would be interesting. Then in the next paragraph, you provide support. You want to let them know what the issue is, why people should care about it, what local connection you're sharing. How is the issue both local and universal? And then you close with an action. What change do you want to see? So here's an example of an op-ed. Dear Editorial Board of the Connecticut Mirror, my name is Dr. Catherine Owens, and I'm a professor at the University of Hartford, and I study plastic pollution. I have collected debris at shorelines across the state of Connecticut with my students, and plastic is always the item we find most frequently. We're not unique. In collections held around the world, plastic pollution most often makes up the bulk of debris. Plastic in the environment destroys water quality, harms animals, and costs taxpayers money to clean up. Single-use plastics, items which are created to be used for a moment but which last a lifetime, are unsustainable. Because of the sheer volume of plastics being used and discarded in the last decades, life on Earth is being smothered by this waste. Researchers have observed microplastics in meconium, which is the first excretion that new babies take. And just last month, they found microplastic particles in human blood. Recycling is often proposed as the solution, but 95% of plastic packaging globally is not recycled, and 90.5% of all plastic ever made has never been recycled. The Connecticut General Assembly recently proposed a bill on extended producer responsibility. Extended producer responsibility holds the people who make plastic packaging responsible for it throughout its life. It holds those who profit from plastic accountable for dealing with the waste. Sadly, this bill seems to have died in committee. Blocking EPR bills serves only the people who manufacture plastic. It harms the people of Connecticut, our environment, and our wildlife. Please bring back the EPR bill before it's too late. Signed, Catherine Owens.